Because Nike paid him to. Thanks for watching, we'll see you in the next one. But seriously guys, I'm actually surprised at how many people have asked me why Coutinho has made the switch from Mercurials into the brand new Phantom Vision. He's a Nike endorsed athlete, meaning that he is paid by Nike to wear their products. Up until this point, he was specifically paid to wear the Nike Mercurial line, which has been, as of late, the Mercurial Vapor 12 Elite, which he was a big part of their marketing program for the 2018 World Cup. If you follow Nike on any forms of social media, he was used in a lot of their marketing material. But guess what? You know who else is a very big name that Nike is using for the Mercurial Vapor 12 Elite and its marketing program? This guy. If you guys do end up enjoying the video, don't forget to support it with a like. And if you're new here watching for the first time, don't forget to hit that subscribe button along with the little bell notification for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. Here's what needs to be considered. The biggest names in the sport are being paid to wear whatever products they wear. Is there a personal preference aspect to what they wear? Absolutely, yes, there is. But you also have to realize that these guys are getting custom variations of the boots that we can actually buy. So what you see them wearing isn't necessarily the same products that you have access to yourself. Let's also consider Nike's perspective on this situation. They have plenty of players, not just marketing the Mercurial Vapor 12 Elite, Neymar being the biggest name, but just the Mercurials in general. Ever heard of a guy called Cristiano Ronaldo? He's in Italy now. It's kind of a big deal, and that's going to draw even more attention to whatever boots he ends up wearing at the start of the season for Juve. So why do they need a guy like Coutinho also marketing Mercurials? The answer to that question is no. They don't. I meant to say they don't. Let's also consider that the Phantom Vision replaces the Nike Magista line, and who's really been the face of the Magista line for the last 2 years? You could argue that guy has been Iniesta, but Iniesta is now on his way out from Barcelona, and we're likely not going to hear too much from him anymore. Kevin De Bruyne seems like the logical guy in terms of being the main face for the Nike Mercurial line, but is Kevin De Bruyne a goal scorer? No, he's an excellent player, but not a goal scorer. And ultimately, what brings attention to a product, what brings attention to a player? Scoring goals. And Coutinho is one of those guys who obviously isn't guaranteed to score goals, but he is very likely to score them. And if you can have a guy scoring goals in your brand new boots, people are going to notice. Also, something they've done with the marketing material around the Phantom Vision is, unlike most other boots where they kind of try to market it towards a specific position, which is totally meaningless, but for the unassuming, I guess, average consumer, it makes sense and it kind of steers them in the right direction. This is a boot that they seem to be marketing towards almost all positions, so they can have a guy like Kevin De Bruyne, who's a very good passer, obviously somebody that controls the game. That's where it kind of works with their marketing material as far as categorizing this as a control boot. But if you have a guy like Coutinho as an example scoring goals in the boots as well, it kind of gets viewed as something more well-rounded, and it's easier for them to market it for basically any position. So as far as why Nike would want to switch Coutinho from Mercurials to Phantom Vision, that is really, I think, the reason why. They've got plenty of guys in Mercurials, but nobody to score goals in their brand new boot. And those are pretty much the main reasons why this has happened: money and marketing. But this is still going to be an interesting situation to keep our eye on, because obviously Coutinho does have a history of all kinds of different boot drama and modifications. You guys might remember when he cut a giant square hole out of the back of his Mercurial Vapor 11s. And I've made several videos on Coutinho and his very strange boot modifications. And for those wondering if those things that I've talked about are at all connected to this particular boot switch, honestly, I don't think they're connected whatsoever. I think this is just Nike's call, again, from a money and marketing perspective, but it'll be interesting to see once he starts wearing these in matches if the boots that he's wearing seem to be heavily modified, if he ends up switching back to the Mercurials, kind of back and forth for comfort reasons. Maybe he's not used to the way these feel. Maybe he doesn't like the way that they feel. Maybe he's just superstitious and isn't scoring goals in these new boots, so he wants to wear what he was wearing before. Again, lots could happen once the season starts up, but until that time comes, we just don't know. And that's pretty much it for me in this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to support it with a like. If you have any questions, as always, leave them down below in the comments, and I'll do my best to get an answer out to you as soon as I possibly can. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. You can find all my social media information linked down below in the description as well. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.